Welcome back to Global Lens Macro to Micro. Developing nations are on a journey to transform their economies, uplift millions out of poverty, and compete on the global stage. But what drives this transformation? Let's explore the key factors that fuel economic growth in these nations. And we'll cover a brief explanation of why economic growth is critical for developing nations. What are the tangible benefits, poverty reduction, improved living standards, and global competitiveness? And we'll also cover the key drivers of economic growth and lessons from success stories like South Korea. So in terms of drivers, looking first at natural resources and its impact on industrial development. Natural resources can kickstart the economic growth. Think of oil, minerals, but also fertile land. The risk is, of course, over-reliance on resources, which can lead to the famous resource curse. Think of Nigeria and their oil dependency. But you also have success stories. Look at Malaysia, which diversified its economy by investing in processing industries, moving way beyond raw material exports, which is how they first kickstarted their economy. Another factor, of course, is human capital and education. Economic growth isn't just about resources or infrastructure. It's about people. Investing in education and skills is one of the most effective ways to build a nation's future. I was recently illustrated by the latest Nobel Prize in economy. The skill force attracts investment and drives innovation. There's long-term benefits with reduced inequality and sustained economic development. The best example is Singapore, which transitioned remarkably from a low-income country to a global leader, mainly through education. Moving away from human capital, let's talk about infrastructure briefly. Physical infrastructure like roads and power grids connects communities and supports trades. Think also of digital infrastructure. They're also vital for modern economies, internet access, mobile technology. In terms of example, Ethiopia's Grand Renaissance Dam, it's been boosting energy production for industrial growth. Or Kenya's M-Pesa, which is revolutionizing the digital financial inclusion. Talking about technology, technology is a game changer, especially for nations looking to leapfrog traditional development stages. From mobile phones to AI, tech adoption creates entirely new opportunities for growth. You can think of mobile technology in sub-Saharan Africa, for example, which transform both communication and commerce. There are challenges, high cost, limited digital literacy and infrastructure gaps. But there are also remarkable examples. For example, India Digital Initiative, which expanded broadband and digital access. Of course, it requires investment and access to capital. Domestic investment build infrastructure and build industries. FDI, foreign direct investment, transfers expertise and opens markets. For example, Vietnam, which has risen as a manufacturing hub nowadays. Microfinance is also a lever. It empowers local entrepreneurs like Grameen Bank, for example, in Bangladesh. This also requires political stability and governance. Good governance isn't just a nice to have. It's the backbone of economic progress. Stable institutions and fair markets are essential for fostering confidence among investors and citizens alike. Political stability reduces risks and attracts investment. Addressing corruption and implementing legal reforms are therefore critical, and equitable policies ensure that growth benefits everyone and strengthens social cohesion. Looking outward now, trade and global integration. Export-driven growth enables access to larger markets and advanced technology, for example, South Korea. Regional agreements like the African Continental Free Trade Area unlock intra-regional commerce. The risk is, of course, overdependence on global markets, which can leave economies vulnerable to external shocks. Next, entrepreneurship, dear to my heart, and private sector development. Entrepreneurs are the lifeblood of any economy. In developing nations, empowering small businesses can spark innovation and create jobs on a massive scale. SMEs, small and medium enterprise, contribute to GDP and even more to job creation. The challenges are usually access to financing, regulatory hurdles, and infrastructure. A great success, for example, the Kenya Silicon Savannah, which fostered a thriving tech and a startup ecosystem. Lastly, sustainability and climate resilience. Unsustainable growth harms ecosystems and future generation. The solutions are green technology, climate adaptation projects, and integrate sustainability into all of your policies. Balancing development with environmental stewardship ensures long-term benefits. As a conclusion, economic growth in developing nations isn't a one-size-fits-all journey. It is shaped by diverse factors, from leveraging natural resources to investing in human capital or infrastructure. But it all comes down to a shared goal, building a better future for millions. So let's support these efforts and celebrate their progress. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and subscribe. If you have a topic that you want me to discuss in my next video, please let me know in the comments. I'll see you next time.